Oh, welcome to our home on this Valentine week. And I have a plant. It's a Christmas cactus plant, actually, and it's really celebrating Valentine's Day. So it's kind of heavy, but Barry is obliging me to. Isn't it beautiful? It's just so things like that make me so happy. It doesn't smell, but it's
gorgeous.
I just think it's really having fun on Valentine's Day. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Valentine's week. I wanted to do a few things today. One is to talk about Saint Valentine, who was a real person in the 3rd century. And when he lived in Rome, and the Roman government did not allow young men to marry, because they felt if they were married, they wouldn't make good soldiers. So marriage was absolutely forbidden, and no man was allowed to get married. And Saint Valentine thought that was wrong.
Yeah.
And he decided that he would marry people anyway. And in his parish or whatever they called it then, his church, he had a secret tunnel made, and he would take the couples that wanted to get married down to the secret tunnel, and he would marry them. He would do a sacred marriage for them. And of course they were very happy. And he knew that if he got caught, he would be killed. But he did it anyway, because he really believed in love, and he felt that love should not be something that the government forbids, or that the government should have anything to do with. So he did this for several years, and then he did get caught, and he was thrown into prison, and his execution date was settled for a few weeks out. And in that time, he befriended, while he was in his prison cell, he befriended the jailkeeper's young daughter, who happened to be blind. And she would come to him, and they would, through the jail cell window, and they would talk, and he would tell her about God's love, and she just loved him so much. And so on the day before he was to be executed, she wrote him a little card, or I guess she had someone else write it for her because she was blind, and it said, "To my dear Valentine, I love you so much," and she signed her name, and he got it, and he was so happy, and the joy that he felt in that moment. So the story goes, the legend goes, that at that moment that he received the Valentine, she received her sight. So there's no facts to back up that part of the story. The first part of the story that I told, there's a lot of facts, and it's true. It's true. So Valentine's Day, of course, it's a love between two people, but it's so much more than that. It's about really celebrating love, the presence of love, God's love for all of us. I mean, it could really be a very high event. But unfortunately, it's become very commercial, and it's all about what are you going to give, what candies, blah blah blah, and people have grown to hate the Valentine's Day. And I knew this woman that lived in New York City, and she started hating it a month before, because the billboards and Times Square, is just blasting, get your sweetheart this, and she was a single person, and she felt so completely left out every Valentine's Day. She really just went through such a suffering on Valentine's Day. So I think what I would like to encourage all of us to do is to reach out to people. I mean, of course, Barry and I are going to have a special Valentine sweetheart, exchange of words, but to do more than that, to reach out to widows, to reach out to people who are single, people who are in the hospital, people that wouldn't expect to receive anything on Valentine's Day. To just, you can even send them a text with a bunch of hearts and tell them how much you love them. And believe me, it will mean so much, because it can also be a time of great loneliness for people. So on a personal note, 58 years ago on Valentine's Day, this handsome gentleman here told me he loved me for the first time.
That's right.
Yeah, it was very special.
And I included like a little card with a little pin or something like that.
And a box of chocolates.
A little box of chocolates.
That had 3, it was kind of a low budget box, and 3 chocolates in it. But I didn't care. It was just that we were only 18, and it was
the
special.
Words. It was the words.
Yeah, the first time. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so. Yeah, so I really love what you said. It's, Valentine's Day, it's about love. It's love in all of its forms. And, I remember I just was once really asking myself, what do I most want to do in my life? What's the most important thing I could ever do? And I just came up with the answer, I only want to love. And so that became a song.
This is a really great song. This really tells a lot about Barry.
And you.
What's your song?
It's my song. I only want to love and feel my open heart. Of all the things I do, this is the highest art. There's always more to do. The world won't stop for me, but I can stop and feel what I most want. I only want to love and see beauty everywhere. The joy it gives to me is far beyond compare. I want to see the light that dances in your eyes. I want to hear the song of your heart. I only want to love. 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 I only want to love and see beauty everywhere. So take a moment and close your eyes and really join me in this great, wonderful desire just to love. That's not just giving, it's receiving love too. In fact, receiving is probably even more important and definitely harder to do. but giving and receiving love. The greatest gift of life. Okay, open your eyes, and thank you so much for joining us these Sunday mornings.
And we really encourage you to, on Tuesday or today, to reach out to random people that you feel would really appreciate hearing from you and receiving a note of love. That's what Valentine's Day is really all about. It's reaching out to not just one special person, though that's important, but to many people.
Your children, your parents, your friends, your coworkers, anybody.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.